I'm at the bottom of my quilt, and since I'm not stitching off the edge on this, I want to make sure of where my lowest stitches are going to hit. So I could use trace, but I think in this particular case, repair pattern is my quickest choice. I need to place my zone in order to be able to use repair pattern. Right now the triangles are gray, so I know I haven't placed it. I've got my needle over my marked spot, so I'm touching in the green rectangle, and the machine can freely move at this point. So I'm going to move it down to this corner. I'm going to check where is that lowest stitch going to hit. So now I touch repair pattern and I touch closest stitch, and it asks me if the needle is up, so I'm going to say okay. So now the machine is moving to where the closest stitch is, and I can look up on my screen and tell exactly where, and I can say trace forward, and I can tell that the needle is not going to stitch off the edge. If I want to check another spot, all I have to do is go into the red toolbox and say release carriage, because right now the machine is locked in place. So I say release carriage. So now it's released, and I can move my machine over to another spot that I want to check and say closest stitch. And of course it asks me if my needle is up, and I say okay. So now it's moving, and I can tell it's really close, so I can say trace back, and I'm good. So I'm going to say stop. So now I'm ready to pull bobbin, but I don't want to pull bobbin here, or it would try to pull the bobbin right there, and I need it to go back to my starting point. So at this point I say back, and it does say place the pattern for sewing, but really I don't have to. The machine is locked in place right now. I'm going to say release carriage, and I'm going to move my machine over near where it needs to pull the bobbin, and then all I have to do now is say pull bobbin, and okay. And now the machine is moved to where I need to pull the bobbin to begin stitching. So there's a variety of instances where you can use repair pattern to check where your stitches are if you don't want to use trace. So that's how you do it. Hope you've enjoyed this video.